Soundbars offer a few advantages over traditional home theater speaker setups. They tend to take up less space, are easier to set up, and are often more affordable. Whether you're looking for a soundbar that supports Dolby Atmos or want something you can plug your older MP3 player into, there's a model for you. However, not all soundbars are created equal. Some provide a better listening experience than others. If you watch a lot of TV or listen to music at home, you'll want something that sounds good and is compatible with your existing devices, whether you want to hook it up to your smart TV or prefer streaming directly from your smartphone. The best soundbars for TV reproduce dialogue in your favorite shows with clarity and detail. I've tested the best brands including Bose, Sony, Vizio, Sonos, Klipsch, Sennheiser and Polk to bring you the absolute cream of the crop. To help you find the best one for your needs, in this video, these are the best soundbars in 2024 based on my listening tests. Number 1. Vizio M-Series Elevate 5.1.2 Immersive Soundbar. If your priority is to get an enveloping surround sound experience, the Vizio M-Series Elevate is for you. This system is more costly and much more complicated than our top pick, but our listening panel felt it delivered an experience more like being in a commercial cinema, though it did not sound as good with music. The soundbar has internal, motorized speakers that tilt up and bounce the sound off the ceiling to create a more immersive effect, while a purple-lit sound vent slides out from each side to enhance the surround effect even further. The system also has dedicated rear speakers that connect via cables to the surprisingly powerful 6.5-inch subwoofer. Features include Dolby Atmos and DTS-X compatibility, one standard HDMI input, an HDMI eARC jack, optical and analog audio inputs, lots of adjustments for fine-tuning the sound, Bluetooth, and a dedicated signal sensing input that lets you connect an Amazon Echo Dot so that the soundbar works as a smart speaker. All that's missing is Wi-Fi connectivity to stream music wirelessly via a platform like AirPlay or Chromecast, which is a feature you often get at this price. Number 2. Bose Smart Soundbar 900 Dolby Atmos with Alexa built-in. The Bose Smart Ultra Soundbar has plenty going for it. It's reasonably compact, it's beautifully built and finished, it calibrates itself to your environment quickly and accurately, and it has plenty of well-realized control options. And when it comes to sound quality, there's lots to like, too. Like any worthwhile Dolby Atmos soundbar, the Bose Smart Ultra is at its most impressive and convincing when given some properly accomplished Dolby Atmos content to deal with, and when reproducing the painstakingly remastered Atmos soundtrack on a 4K UHD Blu-ray disc of The Shining to deal with, the Bose wastes little time in establishing its credentials. For example, it's impressively detailed from the top of the frequency range to the bottom. This is most immediately apparent through the mid-range, where voices project well and are absolutely loaded with information regarding tone and timbre as well as character and emotional state. The Bose communicates freely where dialogue is concerned, and voices are distinct and explicit as a result. But it's true of frequency information on either side, too. Bass sounds are respectably deep and varied, while the top of the frequency range is crisp and attacking. The Smart Ultra isn't the deepest digging soundbar you ever heard, it's true, those who equate punch with excitement may be a little underwhelmed, and there could be greater substance to treble sounds to balance out their shininess and bite. It's possible to mitigate these traits just a little in the Bose Music Control app, but the fundamentals of the tonality that's available here will always be apparent. The driver array does very good work in conjuring appreciable sonic width to the soundtrack. The distance it can reach both left and right is considerably bigger than the physical dimensions of the cabinet. By way of mild contrast, though, the vertical extension the Bose can muster is fairly modest. There's some height to its presentation, for sure, but it's not especially pronounced. If your expectations of a Dolby Atmos soundbar include a suggestion of overhead sound, there's not going to be much about the way the Smart Ultra goes about things to excite you, especially when you can get the multi-channel mastery of the Samsung HWQ990C for around the same price. Switching to some 2-channel content lets the TrueSpace technology do its thing, and its thing turns out to be pretty effective. The same accurate, detailed and slightly lightweight tonality is in evidence, though just a hint of sibilance creeps into the top of the frequency range, and the same spacious, well-defined soundstage is apparent too. Also apparent is the technology disinclination, or inability, to summon any meaningful suggestion of height to the sound it delivers. Using Bluetooth to stream a file of Kraftwerk's Computer World results in quite a lot of the Smart Ultra's positivity where sound staging is concerned going astray. Detail levels stay agreeably high, and there's decent rhythmic expression to the square-edged 4/4 presentation, but a mild but definite vagueness creeps into the layout of the stage, and the latent edginess of the tonality becomes a little more pronounced. True space has its limits, and it seems that stereo music is among them. Number 3. Best soundbar for large rooms. Nakamichi Shockwave Ultra 9.2e Arc. For those with larger, more open living spaces, finding a soundbar that can fill your room with sound is important. The Nakamichi Shockwave Ultra 9.2e Arc is ideal for infusing wider areas with sound thanks to its unique 9.2.4 setup. Unlike most soundbars, it has 2 subwoofers to even out the bass reproduction and 4 satellite speakers, which you can position horizontally or vertically. Also, you can move these components around the room to fill any gaps in the soundstage, so no space goes without. As the upgraded version of the Nakamichi Shockwave Ultra 9.2ch, it has some additional features, including eARC support, meaning you can stream more premium formats like DTS-THX. This soundbar won't have a traditional room correction feature since it lacks a microphone to analyze your room's unique acoustics. Still, its spatial surround elevation feature lets you choose between 3 different presets based on the size of your room, and it's a handy way to adjust the bar's sound to your space. This well-built setup is versatile since it supports everything, from 5.1 surround sound Dolby Digital to object-based Dolby Atmos formats. You can also customize it for better performance, which is nice. It's a solid pick for those with more unique living spaces, but you won't need the extra sub and satellites if you have a more traditional living room. Number 4. Best small soundbar, Sonos Beam Gen 2. Low on space? Check out the Sonos Beam Gen 2. This next-generation soundbar retains the same compact design of the original Sonos Beam at less than 26 inches in width, but with one key difference. This model supports Dolby Atmos content, which is increasingly common on both streaming platforms and Blu-rays. You enjoy a wide, immersive sound with multi-channel content, as the bar can widen its soundstage well past its small frame. It's not quite as stellar a performance as the more premium Sonos Arc, but it stands out compared to other smaller soundbars. This setup has many of the same sound enhancement features as the Arc. First, you can access a room correction feature designed to optimize the bar's sound for your unique room. It's only available with iOS devices, but Android users can always manually adjust the bar's sound with its bass and treble adjustments. For the best possible performance, you can add a sub and satellites for the Sonos Beam Gen 2, with Sub Mini plus 1 SL speakers, too. That said, the standalone bar still offers a solid performance, and it's worth a look for those without a lot of space. Number 5. Samsung HWQ990C 11.1.4ch Soundbar. The Samsung HWQ990C is the best soundbar we've tested. This premium 1.1.4 setup is the next generation of the Samsung HWQ990B, and offers even better sound quality than its predecessor. Like most high-end soundbars, it has a room correction feature designed to improve audio reproduction, based on the unique acoustics of your space. With it on, the bar has a clean and clear sound, with a detailed reproduction of voices and other instruments in the mix. It's suitable for everything from music to movies to TV shows, and its sub brings all the thump and rumble to take action-packed scenes to the next level. This Dolby Atmos soundbar offers an immersive sound with advanced audio formats commonly found on streaming platforms and Blu-rays. You can set up the satellites around your couch to send sound effects all around your room. Its stereo soundstage performance isn't as impressive as comparable premium models like the Sonos Ultimate Immersive set with Arc or the Bose Smart Soundbar 900 with speakers plus bass module. Still, thanks to its bonus customization tools, it gives you more control over its sound than those models, making it a standout pick